Welcome back to the Felix Black Show here on YouTube, your #1 source for purple pill content on the internet. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Make use of that comment section. Let me know what you think about the video. What's your opinions on our topic for the day? What are we talking about today? Talking about trust. Talking about trust. I was posed the question, would I be okay if my wife, girlfriend went on a girls only trip? It's a pretty easy question, I would assume, but obviously there are people out there that think differently about this question. So I posed the question to you. You're in a relationship and your significant other wants to go on a girls only, men's only trip with friends. Are you okay with that? Are you gonna quote unquote allow them to go? I use that term loosely. For me, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with my girlfriend, my wife going on a girls only trip. Absolutely. I think this day and age, we need to have more trust in relationships. And I'll get into what trust means to me a little bit later in the video. A couple reasons why I'm okay with her going on the trip. One, she's an adult. She's grown. Whether we're in a relationship or not, she knows what's respectful and what's disrespectful. Being in a relationship with her, I would assume that she would not do anything that's disrespectful to me while on the trip, whether they're going to Jamaica, Bahamas, Vegas, New York, doesn't really matter, right? I'm still gonna do my part as a man and ask who she's going with, where are they staying, what some things they're trying to do. And that's not to be jealous, because I'm not a jealous person at all. That's not to be controlling. But I think to get into some of the planning, what are you guys planning on doing? Just some more information, because you never know what could happen. I genuinely am asking from a protective and responsible angle or perspective when I ask that question. It's not, to be worried about what they're doing. Honestly, again, like I said, she's an adult. I'm not worried about it. We all need breaks in these relationships. I know people like to think when you get married, when you get into a serious relationship, that you want to do nothing more than just be with that person for 24/7, 365. If you feel that way, you've obviously never been in a serious relationship. While I would like being around my spouse as much as possible, 24/7, 365 is not cutting it. We all need breaks. I need breaks to do what I want to do, to have fun personally, and I need her to go do what she needs to do personally. So we have work that breaks that up, usually 6 to 8 hours a day that you're away from your spouse. And then when you reconnect at home in the evening time, that's when you talk about each other's day, share things that are happening. So there's nothing wrong with having a break from someone. I like women that get their hair and nails done. So, they go to the salon, they go to the shop to get their hair and nails done. That's their time. Do your thing. I'm not coming to get my feet done. I'm sorry. I'm not coming to get my nails done. I'm sorry. That's your personal time. You do what you need to do. I need a break too. So when she's going on this trip, it's, I have the house to myself. If we don't have any kids, I have the house to myself. So I'm kicking back. I'm chilling. I'm ordering food. I'm watching movies. I'm playing video games. I'm not worried about it because I'm home alone. I get to have the free reign of the house, which is something that is underrated. I think all married couples have that time where they want, to be able to be in the house by themselves for an hour or two. There's nothing wrong with that. We all need a break. One of the other reasons why I'm okay with her going is because when there's a men's trip, I'm going. I'm going. And it would be insane to tell her that she can't go or that I'm not okay with her going. But then when a guy's trip comes, I want to go, or I'm okay with going. It's all about equality. But part of me is like, if I want to go with my fellas on a trip, she can definitely go with her girlfriends on a trip. We're talking about a girl's trip and guy's trip. We didn't say anything about mixed, right? So please keep it in context with the comments. If we talking about a mixed men and women now, that's a whole different discussion. We'll probably save that one for another video, right? But if we're talking about all girls are going, no one's bringing their significant other, I'm cool with her going. And men, please don't go with your women on an all girls trip. Like, that is the lamest thing I've heard. Why? It's going to be all of her friends. They're going to be laughing and giggling, talking about girl stuff. The same thing we guys do when we go on trips, right? So understand that. But I don't understand why guys want to go with a group of women. Like, I don't understand that. If we're going to make it a couples trip, that's different. Cool. Let's all bring our wives, our girlfriends, whoever. Just the same thing with men. Like, why would you bring your lady on an all guys trip? That's just going to kill the vibe. It's going to kill the mood. Like, we want to bond. We want to politic. We want to have fun as men. Do with that what you may. I know people assume that, oh, you're down there, you're up there, down there doing things you're not supposed to be doing. That's not it. Sometimes we just like to be connected with our brethren, whether it's women connecting with women, men connecting with men, having a good time without that pressure of your relationship, right? You left your relationship, you left your spouse at home, peaceful, and you're just out to, blow off some steam, have a little bit of fun, dance, go out, hang out, and just shop, whatever it is you want to do. So I'm okay with that. Everything has to be respectful. We know that. That's under the assumption that no one is going out to intentionally cheat, right? We always have that in the back of our mind. Oh, when they're out with their girlfriends or their guy friends, they're going to be enticed by their single friends, if their friends are single, to do things they're not supposed to be doing. Yeah, it's called peer pressure. Now, if your partner is not mature enough to say no, or to consider your feelings, or to think about you, or just to be respectful of your relationship, that's a bigger issue, right? I'm always a person that thinks that no one from the outside should affect your relationship. So if your man, if your woman is easily convinced to do something that they feel they shouldn't be doing because of our relationship or because of your relationship, then that's a problem with the relationship, not necessarily with the friend. Friends are always going to be there to say, do this, do that. Sometimes misery loves company. They want people to do single things because they're single, but we all can't do that. Which brings me to my final point about trust. The trust just has to be there. If you don't trust the person that you're with, then why the hell are you with them? Like, why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting their time? Just go ahead and find someone else who you trust. That's the biggest reason why I'm okay with her going, because I trust her. If we're in a relationship, I trust you. What is trust to me? Trust is not you calling me every hour so I know where you are, what you're doing, all of your time is accounted for. That's not trust. To me, that is the opposite of trust. That means I don't trust you if I constantly need to know where you are, what you're doing, and who you're with. I trust, which means I believe, even without seeing, even without knowing, I believe in my partner that she is not doing anything that's disrespectful to our relationship. That's what trust is. When I don't know, I still believe. I trust you. A trust fall, when you trust fall and you fall backwards, you don't know if the person is going to catch you. You assume they are, but you don't know. So that's why it's called trust. That's the way I look at trust. For people who are really controlling and, they want to know their partner. This is men and women. So let's not get on the bandwagon and say, oh, it's men that are controlling like that. There's a lot of women out there that are like that as well. And both genders need to cut the crap. Like that is BS in any relationship. No one should have to account for every second of their being with another person, unless you have some sort of agreement to that. Now, I know when people start cheating, that leads to these parameters, these requirements being put into the relationship. If I have to do that to my relationship, I don't want it, right? I'm an adult. I got things going on of my own. I got stuff I want to do. So I don't need to, you got off work at 4, you calling me in the car at 5, you going to the gas station, you finish pumping gas. I don't need to know all that. Just, are you safe? Are you good to go? You want to talk to me on your way home? Cool. I don't have a problem with that. But to be like, account for all of your time. No, like we all, everybody, men and women, know when there's something wrong with your relationship, right? We know that. So then you need to address that. But let me get back to the topic. Trust. You got to have the trust in order for any relationship to work. Gotta have belief in that person. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm okay with her going, because I trust her. We're in a relationship. We're getting more serious, and I trust her because she hasn't cheated to my knowledge, right? So I have trust. And the longer we are together and the more we are faced with obstacles and you know, people meet those obstacles the way that I expect her to, she expects me to, we build that ultimate trust, right? But it's always building. It's always, you know, going up. It can always be lost. A lie affects people differently depending on the gravity of the lie. Some people don't like to be lied to at all. So their trust goes from 100 to 0 after one lie. That's on that individual. I'm not here to judge how people, you know, gauge their own trust, but that has to be there. So to answer the question, yes, I am more than okay with my wife or girlfriend going on a girls only trip. I encourage it because, again, I like alone time, and people underestimate the amount of alone time you have when you're in a relationship. Though you love that person, you love being around them, you love their company, I still like my own personal time also. So what do you think? Would you be okay with your significant other going on a girls only or guys only trip? Tell me in the comment section, and tell me why. Tell me why. What would be the important factors for you to be okay with them going? I don't want to say allow, because we shouldn't be allowing adults to do anything in a relationship. But give me some points. Let me know. Let me know what you think about the topic. Thank y'all again for watching the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll always say that. Make sure you hit that like button. Like. That helps me with the algorithm. And yeah, the comment section is down there. If you think it's a nice video, if you think it's a good video, improvements, sustains, things that, you know, you like, leave them in the comment section below. All right. Thank y'all for watching. Until the next one.